What is the difference between comparable and comparator? So both are interfaces only. Comparable and comparator both are interfaces which are used to sort the collection elements. You can sort the collection elements single sequence, single element based, or multiple element based, you can sort it. Comparable provides a single sorting sequence. So in other words, we can sort the collection on the basis of single element like ID or name or price, any one. But comparator provides a multiple sorting sequences. You can sort the collection on the basis of multiple elements, like you can sort by ID and name and price, like that. So multiple elements based, you can sort your collection elements based on the comparator. So comparable affects the original class. The actual class is modified. Comparator doesn't affect the original class. The actual class is not modified. Comparable provides the compare to method to sort the elements. Comparator provides the compare method to sort the elements. Comparable is available in java.lang package. Comparator is present in java.util package. So we can sort the list of collection elements using collections.sort and pass the list. So which one you want to sort, that list you pass for this sort method. So we can sort the list of elements of comparator type by collection.sort, list comma comparator name you have to give. You can prepare the comparator for ID, for name. Class based you can prepare and you can pass that comparator, which comparator you want to sort it. So that's the difference between comparable and comparator. And what is the difference between ArrayList and Vector? Both ArrayList and Vector implement the list interface and maintains the insertion order, right? But still there are some differences. ArrayList is non-synchronized, Vector is synchronized. So ArrayList increases the memory 50% of current array size if the number of elements exceeds the capacity. Vector increments the 100%, means double the array size if the total number of elements exceeds the capacity. ArrayList is not a legacy class. It is introduced in JDK 1.2. But Vector is a legacy class. So ArrayList is fast because it is non-synchronized. Vector is slow because it is synchronized. So this is the main differences between ArrayList and Vector. ArrayList uses the iterator to iterate the elements. A Vector can use iterator interface or enumeration interface to traverse the elements. So that's the difference between ArrayList and Vector. Then what is the difference between collection and collections? Collection is different, collections is different. So let's understand, many people will confuse on these two keywords. Collection is an interface in Java, but collections is a class in Java. Collection is a base interface. Collections is a utility class in Java. Collection defines methods that are used for data structures that contain the objects. But collections defines the methods that are used for operations like accessing, finding elements, sorting, all such kind of operations. If you want to do on the collection, you use collections methods. Collection interface has only abstract methods, but collections consist of only static methods, so which are used to operate on the object type of collection. So that's the difference between collection and collections. So the last one, so what is the difference between arrays and collection? So as you know, arrays and collections both are different. Arrays are static data structure. Collection is dynamic data structure. Arrays are fixed in size, but collections are dynamic in size. With respect to memory, arrays are not good to use, but with respect to memory, collections are better to use. With respect to performance, better to use arrays, but with respect to performance, collections are not good to use. Arrays can hold only homogeneous elements, that means only one type of elements. But collections can hold both homogeneous and heterogeneous elements. Arrays don't have ready-made methods, but collections have a ready-made data structures and methods, which makes collection more easier to operate on the collection very user-friendly way. Arrays can hold both primitive and wrapper objects, but collections can hold only objects. So class cast exception occurs in the collection, but not in arrays. We have iterators for going through the collection, but we don't have iterators in the arrays. You have to use a for loop or for each loop. But in the collections, you have iterators, like iterator method is there. So Java returns arrays rather than collection, most of the operations due to performance issues. So this is all about arrays and collection differences. And I'll just stop here with the collections main differences only.